Is it saying that?
Create a channel to join the chat.
No one else in the chats has a channel.
Michael does.
Well, he does, yeah. But like of the other people who were chatting last time, most of them didn't have channels. Like my sister doesn't have one, and she chatted on there. We're gonna see if we can get that figured out for you.
Create a channel to join the chat.
I believe you. It's weird.
We're going without the sweater.
Yeah.
Still looks cute though, yeah?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna start talking in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening. Oh, you can hear me? Wait, you could hear us talking? Can you hear me now, though? I'm very faint. I'm very faint, Sheree. Michael says I'm very faint. We can't change the level. How about now? Can you hear me okay now? Hello, hello, hello. Booyah. Cool. I know that some of that happens like because when we talk, my sister had talked about this at one point too, that when we're talking, we're not very audible. When the music's playing, it's way more audible. And that's because we don't have a sound person to like bump us up. We don't have condenser microphones or anything fancy. Yeah, good. I'm glad everybody can hear. Okay, cool. Good evening. Welcome to Whiskey in the Living Room, Season 3, Volume 2, Songs for Sweethearts. Sheree and I are going to do some songs. I'm going to play for a little bit, and then we'll get to the real show when Sheree shows up in a little bit. I am wearing yellow and blue because I'm not a maniac who supports tyrants. Also, just because Volodymyr Zelensky, holy cats, talk about not making your enemy into a hero. That guy's awesome. Oh, yeah. It's a shameful situation what's going on over in the Ukraine. Sending out all of our love and support to the Ukrainian people who are resisting Vladimir Putin. Like, if there's ever been a sign that someone is starting to really feel their mortality or the fact that they're not going to be relevant for much longer, it's invading another nuclear powered country. I think that's the big clincher there, and that's embarrassing, really, dudes. We got to be okay with just having our hair fall out. It's okay. It's gonna happen. And most of us don't become despots when we do. So, yay! I'm going to get some music started here so that you're not just listening to me ramble on. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we'll get started in just a second here. My thing turned off. So I was dealing with the stream. Still kind of new. Got a new computer. So Lucy, I'm going to have you move because you're on the cord, honey. You're so cute. Oh, you guys can't see the dog. It's so sad. She was on my cord. Let's see here. So I was trying to figure out, the stream and the audio, and it's a lot of tech for a guy who's not super tech savvy. So thank you for your patience. But I've been rambling for about 6 minutes here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with an Elton John. Capo somewhere. No idea what I did with it.
It's behind the computer.
Can you grab it for me, please? Oh, you'd think I wasn't prepared, and I really was. I put a lot of effort into this, but, stuff happens. Gonna get started with some Elton John. So this is Songs for Sweethearts. And so we picked a bunch of stuff that we've done in the past as joint couple songs, a couple of new ones, and then some love songs that Sheree picked for me to play, and that's what we're going to start with for you. So, good evening. Welcome to Whiskey in the Living Room. Thank you and enjoy the show. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put it down in the words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and I kicked off the moss. A few of these verses, well, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote their song. It's people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting when these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if the green or the blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Elton John, your song. I intentionally chose not to do the Ewan McGregor version of that. Because I don't have an elephant or an orchestra, so we'll stick to the Elton John. Sheree says yet. Someday, Whiskey in the Living Room is going to get real big enough to have an elephant and an orchestra. We'll stick him in the backyard. And right now we just have a corgi who sits on my chords. She's so cute. All right, welcome to Whiskey in the Living Room. I know I said that already once. Hope everybody's having a good night. Feel free to chime in on the chat. Hi, Nicole. And Drew and Michael. So we got people in California and people in Minnesota and people in Texas all listening. Haven't seen my Illinois people yet, I'm just saying. All right, this next one is a song specifically for my dearest love, Sheree Froelich.
Thanks for clarifying.
It didn't need clarifying. And this is a song that she picked for me a long time ago that she just adores. So here's some George Strait. if you leave me, I won't miss you, and I won't ever take you back. Girl, your memory won't ever haunt me, 'cause I don't love you, and now if you'll buy that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. From my front porch you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. If you'll buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free. I don't worship the ground you walk on. I never have, and that's a fact. I won't follow or try to find you, 'cause I don't love you, and now if you'll buy that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. From my front porch you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. If you'll buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free. Got some oceanfront property in Arizona. From my front porch you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. If you'll buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free. If you'll buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Does everybody remember that time in the 1990s when country music suddenly was on all of the pop channels? Like on the top 40 channels? That was when I discovered George Strait and what's his name? The one that everybody knows, Garth Brooks. You'll see Sheree in a little bit, but she has a very sort of icked out face in response to Garth Brooks. I mean, I will say they both did a good job of popularizing country music back in the 90s, and that's like I knew nothing about country music before Garth Brooks came along. I knew nothing about. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should say I knew nothing about like popular country music. You know, like this sort of non-hillbilly bent, I guess. Sherry's so angry. So I had heard Dolly Parton before, but she always just sounded like pop music to me. I'd never really like associated her to country music.
If I didn't have to be on screen in a minute, I would leave.
Sherry's disappointed at what I'm saying here about Dolly Parton, but here's the thing: like in my head, Dolly Parton was just Dolly Parton. Like she was this otherworldly thing. Like I didn't think of her as country music or like define her in any of those terms.
Fine.
So.
Go ahead and sandwich there.
So speaking of country music, there's a dude named Jason Isbell who does. So you put this in front of the fireplace and it goes immediately out of tune. My apologies. Who's more of like an alt country type fella, and he had a song for those who listen to the Current that was like their number one song of. Was it 2018? I want to say 2018. That I think is actually a really sweet love song. It's very kind of sad, but it's also very sweet. It's called If We Were Vampires. Yep, knew that was going to happen. or the mercy in your sense of right and wrong. It's not your hand searching slow in the dark, or your nails leaving love's watermark. It's not the way you talk me off the roof. Your questions like directions to the truth. It's knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together. One day I'll be gone, one day you'll be gone. If we were vampires and death was a joke, we'd go out on the sidewalk and smoke, and laugh at all the lovers and their plans. I wouldn't feel the need to hold your hands. Maybe time running out is a gift. I'll work hard till the end of my shift to give you every second I can find, and hope it isn't me who's left behind. It's knowing that this can't go on forever. It's likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together. One day I'll be gone, one day you'll be gone. Knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together. One day I'll be gone, one day you'll be gone. So that's Jason Isbell, If We're Vampires. Again, Whiskey in the Living Room, thanks for tuning in. Sorry about that. Episode 2, Season 3. We started in the beginning of the pandemic, for those of you who haven't tuned in before. Oh yeah, Michael Shania Twain, I totally forgot about that. Oh, she was awesome. I think she probably still is now that I think about it. But all right. So yeah, we started at the beginning of the pandemic, just because we needed, something to do, and because Sheree said, "I want you to do songs that make Sheree happy," and that was kind of the original title of the show. But then we had the stuff lying around, and we kept playing in the living room, so it became Whiskey in the Living Room. Which, by the way, this week is a redemption rye whiskey. It's very tasty. Has like hints of apple in it, I've noticed, which is kind of tasty. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Oh, Achy Breaky Heart. I forgot about that guy, Billy Ray Cyrus. Oh, that's funny. All right. So this next song, I feel is it's one of the first ones that Sheree had me do back towards the beginning of the pandemic, and it's a very songs for making Sheree happy kind of song. It's a very happy, cute song, and I love it very dearly. So we'll do that right now. It's called "First Day of My Life" by Bright Eyes. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. When out in the rain, suddenly everything changed, and they're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. Think I was blind before I met you. I know where I am, I know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. So I thought I'd let you know. These things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized how I need you. I wondered if I could come home. Remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning? Thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. Glad I didn't die before I met you. Now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you want to be with me, these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for a paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me. Yay. I love that song. It's so cute. And I love that Sheree requested it. She has really good taste in music. And she's actually picked most of the songs for Whiskey in the Living Room over the years, for which I'm very grateful. Because, like, if it was just up to me, it'd just be Paul Simon, which isn't wrong.
I would love that if you did a whole Paul Simon night.
Okay, so Sheree says, I'd love it if you did a whole Paul Simon night. Turns out, March is a really hard month to pin down guest artists, so you get to have another solo 1T show next month. And I'm thinking this might be the time. Maybe I'll do like a bunch of Paul Simon and Van Morrison. You know, like maybe just like those two. It's or I can't do like 15 songs of Paul Simon. I don't know that I know that many, but yeah. So next month it's going to be super exciting because it's just Paul Simon. So, but this month is even more exciting because of my beloved wife and her lovely, lovely choices of songs. And I think I just turned this thing off. So this next one requires a little bit of special tuning, so it's going to take me a second here, and I'll try to fill the void of time and space. Can I? Your niece and nephew might be listening. Do you want me to convey what you just said? Okay. Let's just say we might have been watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently, and Sheree decided to finish off that sentence for me. Peralta style. Yeah. This next song is one that a dear friend of mine, whose show we went to see last night, Nicole Carey, was doing a show at the Black Heart in St. Paul, and it was wonderful, along with Blake Brower and Kevin something, whose name I don't remember, but Kevin was a phenomenal bass player, and I was sitting there watching his hands the whole time because I'm like, I need to learn how to do that stuff. But it was really great watching the three of them. Well, Nicole has requested this next song for a long time, and it just took me forever to get around to doing it, in part because it requires a non-standard tuning, and in part because, a little intimidated. But this is a Colin Hay tune. If I don't take that off, that's all you're going to hear is that running across the frets. And we're not married for like the whole next song. That's not true. We're still very married. I love you dearly. Yay. All right. So here's Colin Hay. Wrong pick. And try it again. I drink good coffee every morning. Comes from a place that's far away. And when I'm done, I feel like talking. Without you here, there is less to say. Don't want you thinking I'm unhappy. What is closer to the truth? If I lived till I was 102, I just don't think I'll ever get over you. No longer moved to drink strong whiskey. I shook the hand of time and I knew that if I lived till I could no longer climb my stairs, I just don't think I'll ever get over you. Face that dances and it haunts me. Laughter still ringing in my ears. I still find pieces of your presence here. Even after all these years. Don't want you thinking that I don't get asked to dinner. 'Cause I'm here to say that I sometimes do. And even though I may seem to feel a touch of love, I just don't think I'll ever get over you. And if I live till I was 102, just don't think I'll ever get over you. Feeling cool? That was Colin A. I just don't think I'll ever get over it. That has to be the longest title of a song I've done.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater, I think is the one.
I've never done the Purple People Eater song though, so that's not. Yeah, I'm not saying that whole title. This next song also has a fairly long title. I have to retune for this though, so this is a Death Cab for Cutie tune. And if someone could, in the comments, just post that link to where, I don't remember what news organization it was. It might have been CNN because they're just terrible at everything. But there was some news organization when the frontman for Death Cab for Cutie got dumped by his then wife, girlfriend, I don't remember. The news organization didn't understand that Death Cab for Cutie was the whole name of the band. And so they said that the Death Cab frontman was thrown over for a guy named Cutie. What happened to having to have 3 sources for every story? That didn't happen. And so that story lives on in infamy. And I love it so much. So this next song, After a Sip of Whiskey. This next song is called I Will Follow You Into the Dark. And much like the If We Were Vampires song, it kind of focuses on the, what happens at the last part of a relationship where people really, really love each other, but they know they don't get to have it forever. And it's kind of sad. But I love it very dearly, and it reminds me very much of what's going to happen someday, not for a very long time. But, hey, good times for now. Anyway. Someday you will die, but I will be close behind. Follow you into the dark, no blinding light, or tunnels to gates of white. Just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, on their vacancy signs. There's no one beside you when your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule. I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. Tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, I'll follow you into the dark. and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now, but it's nothing to cry about, 'cause we'll hold each other soon in the blackest hours. Heaven and hell beside, they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. I'll follow you into the dark. All right, one more solo song, and then we're going to bring the star of the show, Sheree Froelich, up. This next song is by a monumental, like, towering figure of music, Sam Cooke. And he did a lot of love songs. He also did some songs that had a lot of meaning for social justice movements, and he was one of the first, if not the first, black man to create a production company where black artists could actually make money off of their own music. He was the first. So, yeah, anyway, this next one's by Sam Cooke, and it's called Wonderful World. Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography, don't know much trigonometry, don't know much about algebra, don't know what a slight rule is for, but I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Now I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be, well, maybe by being an A student, baby, I can win your love for me. Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Thank you. Small audience this week. Right now it's just Sheree. Pretty soon it'll just be Lucy. Because Sheree's going to come up now, and she's going to say hi, and we're going to do some music. And not that we haven't already been doing some music. Like, I get it. So this this next song. Should we do the thing? For this next, do you need a place to put your beverage?
I do.
Oh.
This venue's really gone down.
This Sheree says this venue's really gone downhill since COVID. We used to have so much, service, but now, because of pandemic, we can't. Yeah. Yeah. Should we do the thing for this next song? I think it's funny.
What's that?
It's 7A.
What?
7A.
All right, man, you don't have to yell at me just because I'm short.
Sorry. Oh, I could hide beneath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. 6 o'clock alarm would never never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be. Oh, and a good time start and end without $1 to spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? One more time. Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? I love that song. And I love that I get to do that song with you.
Oh, thank you. I love that I get to do that song with you. I like all the stuff we get to do together. That sounds like a segue.
Which it is. Average.
I love this song. I think this might be the first song. Is this the first song we ever sang together?
It might be. I'd have to go back to the
I think
archives.
we did this at the Bryant Lake Bowl together.
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah, we did.
Heck yeah. So that one, I believe that show is actually online, but it's on the Scott Moore YouTube account because
That guy.
that's the one that I had before, we got married. And I think that, was this before the wedding or after the wedding? Might have been.
It was BS. It was before Sheree.
Okay. All right. So anyway, yes, you can still find it out there. You just have to go search for it.
This version will probably be better
Yeah.
because we're in our living room. We're cozy. Our dog's here.
Hi, Lucy. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many words does it take to really say how much you've changed my life in every single way? You make the good stuff better and the bad stuff too, yeah. My life is better 'cause I get to do it with you.
If we're eating dinner, I'll chew it with you. If we're in line in England, I'll cue it with you. If we're watching Green Card, I'll Depardieu it with you. Yeah, my life is better 'cause I get to do it with you.
If we've been there before, I'll deja vu it with you. If our honors besmirched, I'll cuckoo it with you. If we meet a droid, I'll R2D2 it with you. Yeah, my life is better 'cause I get to do it with you. I choose you, I choose forever, and I know we can make it. I'm giving you my heart, and I want you to take it, yeah.
If we learn the art of war, I'll Sun Tzu it with you. If we want to dance, I'll pas de deux it with you. If we get betrayed by Brutus, I'll lay to it with you. Yeah, my life is better 'cause I get to do it with you.
If we're reading Shakespeare, I'll hither to it with you. If we write Japanese poems, I'll haiku it with you. If we're like Richard Marx, I'll be right here waiting for you. Yeah, my life is better 'cause I get to do it with you. I choose you, I choose forever, and I know we can make it. I'm giving you my heart, and I want you to take it, yeah.
Every dream I have is sweeter 'cause I pursue it with you. If times get tough, I'll pull through it with you.
And when I remember how lucky I am, I will thank you it for you. My life is better 'cause I get to do it. My life is better 'cause I get to do it with you. That's originally by Garfunkel and Oates. They're two boss babes that you should totally follow on YouTube unless you're minors. And I mean young adults, not the people that look for
Oh,
porn.
yeah, some of their stuff gets super dirty.
But if you're of age, totally check those ladies out.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're my in-laws or my mom and dad.
Your mom. Your dad could probably enjoy it. I love it. This next song is a John Prine and Iris DeMint tune.
Speaking of dirty.
Speaking of dirty, this one, it's a
It's
little
silly
dirty.
though. It's
silly,
not
yeah,
like
it's very
inappropriate dirty, but it's, I mean, if we were in
it
the White
depends,
House, it'd
yeah.
be inappropriate, but we're not. We're in our living room.
I mean,
which, speaking of,
yeah.
I can't believe you were dogging on like not having an elephant when we have our own. Yes, we don't have a gold elephant, but we
Nope.
do have a copper T-Rex named Kevin.
Kevin.
And you and McGregor, if for some odd reason you're watching this, call me. Call me, Obi-Wan. Call me.
Who is Kevin named after? Is that also from Ghostbusters?
Yes,
The Answer to
Kevin
the Call?
from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
All of the inanimate objects in our house are named Kevin after Chris Hemsworth character in Ghostbusters. Answer the Call. I'm not obsessed. You're obsessed. Also, Chris Hemsworth, if you happen to be watching for some reason, call me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you, honey. Anyway,
Yeah.
more love songs for us.
Yeah. She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like a Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. Never gonna let her go.
He ain't been late in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. He drinks his beer like it's oxygen. He's my baby, I'm his honey. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
She thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes to catch up on her scrambled eggs. Swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Never gonna let her go.
He's got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox and crazy as a loon. Payday comes and he's howling at the moon. He's my baby, I don't mean maybe. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. In spite of ourselves, ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
There won't be
Nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
in spite of ourselves.
Sexy. That's sexy.
The whiskey helps.
Me
Get those
too.
low notes.
Yeah.
Michael says that's adorable. He also wants us to do the Book of Love. Fun story. I actually did know that one for a while. It's like 2 chords.
Well, with like, I wonder, who wrote the book of love?
Yeah, I should clarify the magnetic fields.
Or
the
just-
book of love is long and boring.
That
No
one?
one can lift the damn thing.
That's naughty.
It's the one naughty word in the whole thing.
Michael. So that song has no like emotional attachment at all. It just randomly came up on Spotify, and I was like, "That's dumb. We
It's dumb. I love it.
we got to do it. This is the musical representation of our love. It's dumb. It's a little bit dirty. It's silly, random, unexpected.
Aw.
That's true.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you picked that one.
Thank you. Me too.
Do you want to talk about the next one? You introduce the next one.
The next one. And then I'm gonna cry, but I will. We'll get through this together, people.
Together.
It's a free show. Remember that.
Yeah, we're not charging for this.
So there are lots of kinds of love, right? There are lots of kinds of love, and I strongly believe there are lots of kinds of love, and all of them are equally important for very different reasons. Not like how people are like, I love cheese, which obviously I do, deeply and passionately, but not in the same way that I love my husband, right? Or even my dog. So, but like, in my life, I've loved lots and lots of things. This is a song I used to sing to my best friend when she was very, very sick. And it was really special to me. And then the first time, Nicole Carey, who is a very dear friend of mine, sang Whiskey in the Living Room. She did this song for me. So it was like a nice full circle kind of thing. So I just love this song so much. And it's by my favorite band, the Beatles, which my dad introduced me to when I was in utero and made me the coolest kid in kindergarten. So it has that extra layer to it too, which is nice because I am a daddy's girl for sure.
Ready?
No. Let's do it.
All right.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I'll love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before,
Well done.
Thank you.
Lovely wife.
I love you more than cheese.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty good. This next song you might recognize from a little film called Juno with Elliot Page and the dude whose name, Michael Cera.
Michael Cera and Elliot Page. I can never
remember his name. Michael Cera and Elliot Page. It's a beautiful movie.
It's a beautiful movie about adoption.
Yeah.
It's about being a birth mom.
And Allison Janney's in it. She's fantastic.
And what's his name that plays Spider-Man's newspaper boss, who I love so much?
Yes, J. Jonah Jameson is in it.
J. Jonah Jameson's in it.
He has a real name.
Kira knows.
And for some odd reason, I can't think of it.
It doesn't matter. He's Spider-Man's newspaper boss.
He's Spider-Man's newspaper boss. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a part-time lover and a full-time friend. The monkey on your back is the latest trend. I don't see what anyone could see in anyone else but
I kiss you on the brain in the shadow of a train. I kiss you all starry-eyed, my body swinging from side to side. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
here is the church and here is the steeple. We sure are cute for two ugly people. I don't see what anyone could see in anyone else but
the pebbles forgive me, the trees forgive me, so why can't you forgive me? I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
I will find my niche in your car with my MP3, DVD, rumple pack guitar. I don't see what anyone could see in anyone else but you. Up, down, down, left, right, be a star. Just because we use cheats doesn't mean we're not smart. I don't see what anyone could see in anyone else but you.
You are always trying to keep it real. I'm in love with how you feel. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
we both have shiny, happy fits of rage. You want more fame, I want more stage. I don't see what anyone could see in anyone else but you.
Don Quixote was a steel driving man. My name is 1T, I'm your biggest fan. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
Squinched up your face and did a little dance. You shook a little turd out of the bottom of your pants. I don't see what anyone could see in anyone else but you.
I love that song. It's so cute.
It is so cute. And it has like one of the best lyrics ever, which you wouldn't expect from a song like this. But I really love the line, I'm in love with how you feel. I just think that's so like precious, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
because isn't that the goal? To like care about how the people around you feel? The people you love, your friends and your family and your family and your partner and your doggins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a second here. I need to get my slippers.
Yeah. So our next number, speaking of love, it is from, well, where do I even start? I Love Lucy, who our dog is, good girl, our dog is named after Lucille Ball, who inspired me to do theater, Lucille Ball and Whoopi Goldberg. Fun fact. those are the two women that inspired me to do theater. This is a song that Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz sang in a vaudeville number in the I Love Lucy show. So it's songs and dances. It's in the show. It's called Songs and Witty Sayings.
Right. Because they intersperse the jokes into the song.
So they're dated, so we had to change them a little bit because some of the stuff was...
We fixed them a little bit.
Questionable.
Yeah.
The dog
ready?
is licking my foot. Yes. Go ahead. Quickly. Okay, Lucy.
We'll build a bungalow big enough for two.
Big enough for two, my honey.
Yes, me and you.
Wah, 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 wah.
And when we're married, we are.
Happy we'll be under the bamboo, underneath the bamboo tree.
Say, Sheree.
Yeah, Scott.
You know, a funny thing happened to me on the way to the living room tonight.
What's that?
A guy came up to me in the street and said he hadn't had a bite in weeks.
What'd you do? Bite him?
If you'll be
M-I-N-E mine, I'll be T-H-I-M-E thine, and I'll L-O-V-E love you all the T-I-M-E time.
Say, Sheree.
Yeah, Scott.
Did you hear the one about the big fire down at the shoe factory?
I'll bet some heels started it.
You're supposed to say what happened.
Huh?
What happened?
200 souls were lost.
You are the
B-E-S-T best of all the R-E-S-T rest, and I'll L-O-V-E love you all the T-I-M-E time. Tap, tap, tap. I didn't want to tap on the mic. My husband's a sound guy. I get yelled at.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap. Go ahead.
I'm on to your tricks. You start it this time. Go ahead.
Okay. You know, there are two things I can't eat for breakfast. Lunch and dinner.
We'll have an
L-A-R-K lark up in the B-A-R-K park, and L-K-I-S-S kiss you in the D-A-R-K dark. Go ahead.
I got you this time. I got a joke you never heard in your whole life.
Okay, go ahead. Spill it, brother.
Did you hear about the person that was so dumb they thought a football coach had 4 wheels? Ha ha! 4 wheels.
How many wheels does it have?
Oh, what's the use? And when we're married, happy we'll be under the bamboo, under the bamboo, under the bamboo tree. I think it's cute.
Songs and witty sayings. The
Witty.
The word witty.
Witty.
Whip. The word witty back then must have meant a little something different than it does now.
I mean, they're kind of witty.
Cheesy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're right. We would nowadays say cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the next song is my brave person song. So when I was in the hospital having my daughter, they always said, have a place that you can think about that makes you feel safe and serene and have music. And being the person that I was, the music that I had was Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, because I was a teenager in the 90s. And but my Brave Girl song is Blackbird by the Beatles. So I sang that to my daughter when she was being born in the hospital. And then I decided to keep that with me. And so whenever I fly on a plane and we're taking off, I sing that song because, you know, like my mom always prays for angels' wings to lift up the airplane, which is sweet and wonderful and kind.
However it gets off the ground, I'm good with.
Right? Science, Jesus, whatever. Both, please.
Yeah.
Hedge your bets. So I sing this song because it makes me feel calm. And then I started singing it to my niece McKenna when she was born because I want her to be a brave girl. And she is. And then I sang it to Zane when he was born because I want him to be a kind person, and he is.
That's a good kid.
Yeah, so all the littles in my life, I try and sing this song to because I want to make sure that they know that they're brave. Scott's going to sing this one because I don't think I can.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Not because I'm not brave, but just because I'm not as talented as him.
Oh,
No.
that's not
No,
fair
go
at
ahead.
all.
No.
That's not true at all. All right. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Thank you for trusting me with that. Fun story about that. Another fun story about that song is I had started taking lessons about how to do, like fingerstyle picking and whatnot. And I mean, I've been playing for like 20 years before that, but like I decided I really wanted to start, putting in the effort to learn a little bit of that stuff. And it was one of the first songs that I just decided would be cool to learn. And then it turned out that Sheree loved it too. And so I got to practice it for her all the time. It doesn't keep my hands from being clammy and cold every time I try to play it. I gotta figure that part out. Maybe I'll just have like a little heater underneath the chair or something. But I love that song very, very much. And the fact that you trust me with it. So.
Yeah. And then this guy, the first time he went to go meet my family, we were staying at my sister and brother-in-law's, and Zane, who is wonderful and just loved Uncle Scott immediately because he has excellent taste, said, Uncle Scott, you can come tuck me in.
He's a smart kid.
Which I had done every night since the day McKenna was born, and then Zane, that I was there every time. And Zane, it was like chopped liver. Just if he's at home watching right now, he's laughing because he knows I still love him deeply, but I'm salty about it. And so Scott didn't know that I sang the kids' Blackbird, but that's the song he'd been singing to me. So he went to tuck in Zane, and he sings Blackbird, and he gets done, and he brought his guitar and everything. Took the guitar back there, played it on the guitar, sang Blackbird, and he was walking out, and Zane whispered, "Thanks, One-T, you're way better at that than Auntie Sheree." Ooh, my heart.
Harsh.
My heart. But my love of Zane survived it. It was actually quite funny. I loved it so much because, nothing makes you feel more warm in your heart than when the people you love somebody that you love, right? Like when your friends laugh at your boyfriend's joke, or like when your new boyfriend likes your annoying dog, like stuff like that. And so when Zane and McKenna were both like, yeah, this guy's good to go, because kids know, right? Yeah, he's allowed to hang out with us. That was pretty neat. Yeah. And so then Scott and I decided to start a production company so that we could do theater together and that I could do theater. And so we named it Broken Wing Productions. So that's our Blackbird stories.
Yeah, put in, cross your fingers and put in all the good words for the Minnesota Fringe Lottery so you can actually see the brilliant, brilliant show that my adorable wife has written for Broken Wing Productions. But also, since you are a professional performer, you're going to be on stage soon. You want to tell the locals about it so they know to come see it?
Why, thank you. Oh, no, I will. So I am currently working on Northern Stars Center for the Performing Arts is producing Steel Magnolias. And I am lucky enough to be portraying Malin, which is my dream character. I wanted to play Malin since I was like 15 years old, and I was never old enough. And now I am age appropriate, and I get to be directed by the wonderful, sensitive, kind, enthusiastic Ben Lane, who is just such a great cheerleader for me. And I'm always blessed to work with him, and he lets me do some crazy stuff on stage. And this, I'm sure, will be no different. And Kira Pontiff is also in it. She's playing Truvy. It is double cast because it is COVID time, so to make it safer, they have two casts. So when you go online, if you're a local person, you're looking at Steel Magnolias at Northern Stars. It's the first week in April.
Is it Northern Stars with a Z?
Stars with a Z.
Yeah, Northern Stars with a Z.
Mm-hmm. And I am in the purple cast, and Kira Pontiff is in the green cast. I mean, please come see me, but also the green cast is, I've gotten the pleasure of watching them in rehearsal, and they're really talented and joyful humans, and I very much enjoyed watching them. It's a little bit different than our production is, so if you're friends with Kira and me, you will not be sad if you go see both, because, you know, every actor brings their own take to it, but I highly recommend going to see it, if no matter which cast you can go see.
Okay, but this is about Sheree, so go see the purple cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
For real. But I'll also go see Kira, so if you want to come with me, please do.
Yeah. You know I'll always support you, baby. You know I got you.
That's right.
I got you.
So that's going to be wonderful, and then we'll find out what's next after that. Once the Fringe drawing is on Monday, so.
Oh, it's this Monday.
It's this Monday, number 19.
Woo. Number 19. Lucky number 19.
I'll be in rehearsal, so if you theater people out there could text me and let me know if we make it, that'd be great.
All right. You ready for this? This is our last song. This is our last song.
For the night.
For the night. Not forever, obviously, but this is our last song for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
This is just classic two people that love each other song, right?
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow.
Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me, and baby, I got you. Babe,
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's all been spent.
I guess that's so we don't have a pot. At least I'm sure of all the things we've got. Babe,
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring.
And when I'm sad, you're a clown. And if I get scared, you're always around. So let them say your hair's too long. I don't care, with you I can't go wrong.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe,
got you, babe. I got you, babe.
I got you to hold my hand.
I got you to understand.
I got you to walk with me.
I got you to talk with me.
I got you to kiss goodnight.
I got you to hold me tight.
I got you, I won't let go.
I got you to love me so. I got you, babe.
And that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Whiskey in the Living Room. Next month it'll be a solo show, just me and myself. Possibly I, probably not though. And then April will be the wonderful Nicole Carey. And then after that, it's kind of up in the air. You know, we're still working some things out. May take a vacation in May. Who knows? You know. But we do have, we have some other folks we're working out stuff with. They'll be along later on in the season. So we'll see you next month, and we'll have an update for you then. Thanks, everybody. You have a great night.
Love you, bye.